Hey, how's it going, everybody? Tall Tesla guy here, and we are going to be talking about something that I've been talking about for years, but it's specifically it gets exciting near the end of the year. It gets exciting near the end of the quarter when Tesla starts talking about new vehicle launches. Everybody's talking about this project Model Y Project Juniper, just like people were excited about the Project Highland Model 3, and it raises the important question: should you wait? Should you order the new car now? And then if not, then should you wait? But more importantly, like, what are you waiting for? So that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about all that today, all the new stuff on the horizon with Tesla, and then some of the things that are getting me excited about it, even to the point where I might think about selling my car and getting another one. Don't worry, I've done crazier things. So sit back, relax. You guys are watching the Tall Tesla Guy. Okay, so I'm going to start right into this. We've been talking about Project Juniper, the Model Y refresh, for what seems like years. It's really been months, but still, it seems like years. Because this comes on the heels of Tesla's proclaimed saving vehicle, their launch of this project. It's not even a project name. It's a Model 2, they're calling it, right? So go back a couple years, 2020. During Battery Day, Elon mentioned that they're going to be launching a Model 2. He didn't call it the Model 2, but that's what everybody called it anyway. It was going to be a smaller Tesla. It had all the Tesla-esque that you normally get, that you've come to love. However, this vehicle was going to be sub $25,000. Sub $25,000. Now, he didn't know at the time that EV credits were going to go crazy, that all this EV stuff was going to come into the market, but it did. So in reality, it actually makes this $25,000 car even cheaper. In fact, it brings it down to sub 20. So for under $20,000, you'd get yourself a Tesla. It may be a four-seater Tesla. It's going to be a hatchback probably. You know, who knows about the range, whatever. But it was going to be a Tesla. Now, fast forward a couple of years. This was supposed to be at the end of the year. It was supposed to be at the end of the quarter. It was going to be the next year. And then to 2024, and we still don't have it. But, which makes me think initially that it's never going to come. However, there are certain things that Elon was doing. It was almost like it was part of his plan. He is rolling out a Robotaxi-ish kind of thing as part of his like total confidence in full self-driving. His Robotaxi unveil is happening in a few weeks. And with that unveil, the idea behind the Robotaxi is that you will have a Model 2 that is going to be the Robotaxi. So you can't have one without the other. And he's so excited about the Robotaxi. Is so excited about this, feature complete Tesla or feature complete full self-driving package that it makes the Model 2 seem like something that may actually come this time, which I would love. I'd be excited about it. And then it kind of leads you to, well, if you're waiting for that, what are you waiting for? Which part are you waiting for? Is it for a cheaper Tesla? Is it for a hatchbacky kind of Tesla? That kind of thing. Well, let's talk about the cheaper one to start with. So the cheapest Tesla you can buy right now, if it's open again and they take it on and off the website, is a rear-wheel drive Tesla Model 3. Currently, a Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive is $34,990. Now, $34,990 is well within the price range of any other comparably sized vehicle. Now, this is a Tesla, but it's going to be the same size specs of what you're going to find in any other car that's the same size and specs. Cheap is all relative for sure, but it is inexpensive for a Tesla, no doubt, and it's inexpensive for a lot of similar cars in the market. And then on top of that, you can get that $7,500 EV credit. A lot of local municipalities have cheaper credits as well. I know in New Jersey, you can get another $5,000. In California, you can get up to $10,000 in EV credits just for having an EV, which could actually bring your Tesla Model 3 down below $30,000. Which is huge. It's huge for a Tesla. So then it goes back to the Model 2, which is going to most definitely be a smaller vehicle. Are you waiting for that for the cheaper price tag? It will be cheaper, but the cheaper amount is relative. It's only going to be about $5,000, and you're going to sacrifice a lot of size. But nonetheless, I was excited about it. I was excited about it as a Tesla for everybody anyway, when they talked about it in the beginning, and I'm still excited about it. Now, it's not necessarily just the price that I was excited about. I was excited about just seeing them all over the place. I know that a lot more people are going to get excited about the opportunity to jump into the EV market because there's a more reasonably priced Tesla. I think people are going to be more excited to jump into the EV landscape anyway, the EV lifestyle, just because there's more options on the table for it. But I don't know if it's going to necessarily turn the tides on it. There are still people that are staunchly against BEVs, which are battery electric vehicles, which is all Tesla vehicles. And no matter what the price tag is, no matter what the car looks like, people are just not going to buy it. If they're stuck in it and they don't want that kind of thing, then they're just not going to do it. They're not going to go down that road. And in reality, I don't think that, this Tesla Model 2 is going to probably come out in January of next year. I don't think it's going to be even February, March, April of next year. I think it's going to be more or less on Elon time. And I know people are skeptical when he offers prices, and then offers time frames on anything. People are less likely to believe him now just because it's more or less Elon time. So I'm not sure when it's going to come. I know that it's part of their plan. I know it's part of Tesla's sort of mode of action to have, robotaxis, and you can't do one without the other. You can't do a robotaxi without having a Model 2 type of vehicle. But you also need the battery technology. Now, the battery technology is way better than it was before. This 4680 battery promise, bright sunny sky promise didn't necessarily happen the way that they wanted it to, and I sort of feel like it was a little bit of a letdown. But I know that they're moving away from the cobalt batteries. They're moving away from tabbed batteries. They're going to have a better, stronger storage density in them. You're going to be able to get more energy out of the batteries, out of smaller batteries, which will allow Tesla to produce smaller types of vehicles if that's what they're angling towards. Also to produce things like their Tesla van, their Tesla Semi, things like that maybe weren't on the horizon before just because the battery technology didn't support that sort of advancement in vehicles. Now, I know that in the future, Tesla's going to be changing their horizon. They're going to be changing their landscape, probably changing their focus and their future a little bit. But myself, I'm excited about the opportunity to have a car that would be not only sub 30,000, who knows, I might even add it to my fleet. And then I probably would actually. And then also, have the ability to have a car that, appeals to the masses. Now, that's a big asterisk. It's going to be a love it or hate it thing, I'm sure. Just like some people love, and some people absolutely can't stand the Cybertruck. It becomes one of those things. People don't like the way that Teslas look in general. If they don't, if you love Teslas like I do, I'll essentially like anything that they produce, including the Cybertruck. But it's just because I like the idea behind it. I like the, sort of the EV lifestyle. I like being able to charge on the go and charge on trips and have a full battery when I get in the morning. And I just like the fact that it's a little bit cheaper in maintenance than my gasoline vehicle was or is. So I'm always going to be a strong proponent of it anyway. But the bigger question was, if it comes out, would you want to get it? And if you were on the fence to get a Tesla, should you wait until next year to get it? And I'll tell you right off the bat that if you were in the space to get that kind of vehicle, then I would definitely wait. However, you need to be able to wait for as long as it takes to get it. It took 6 years to get the Cybertruck out. In fact, I think it was part of the original plan, this whole sexy cars thing. The Cybertruck was part of that, but it just takes them a long time to retool, to change their equipment, to change their processes around and actually make it something that happens. And they had an iteration of the Cybertruck 2 or 3 years ago, and it was supposed to be end of the year, the next quarter, the next year, and it never came. It didn't come until this year even, so almost 3 years later. So if you're going to wait. If you're going to wait, though, I will say that give yourself the opportunity or at least the ability to wait as long as it takes to get there if that's going to be on your docket. So either way, let me know what you guys think. Is this something that would change the tides for you, make you pull the trigger on Tesla or not? But throw it down in the comments below. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Hope you guys have a sunnier, brighter day than I do here. But either way, I hope you're able to enjoy it just a little bit. And I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Thanks for watching, everybody.